Hey everyone, today I'm going to be making a click pen that is very large. It's called the Guardian. It's really easy to make, and it's really fun, and lots of people like this style and this size. So I thought I'd show you how I do that. This is a piece of stabilized box elder. It's got purple resin infused inside, and it's gonna look pretty cool. This one only has one tube, just because of the style of the pen. So I just need to get a measurement on my tube here, and like an idiot, I'm gonna take a dark marker and draw a line on a piece of dark material, but there's something shiny there so I can see it. I'm gonna go cut this and bring it back. Alright, that grain's gonna be neat. Again, with these stabilized blocks, they twist, so I gotta get this in here just right, or as right as you can. It's probably as good as we're gonna get it, and gonna start drilling. And this is where it gets fun. I learned really quick, this is like drilling through a piece of sidewalk chalk. There was hardly any wood fiber, it's just powder coming out everywhere. So I really have to clean up pretty much after every step. It's kind of hard to see in the light there, but it's just powder. So I'm going to take this apart and get the vacuum out. And while that's gluing, I can clean up a little bit. And then we're going to set up for turning the pen down. It goes on a regular pen mandrel. It's just got some extra bushings to get that size down right. I put some spacers on there, then those are the bushings for how wide it'll be. And I know from drilling we're going to need some masks and goggles and all kinds of fun stuff here. Probably take a couple breaks and vacuum. I'm just going to turn this down to round. And you don't need to see all of this because it's pretty boring. So I'm going to start this up and we'll come back to it. Alright, we're back down to round. I've done a sweep a little bit and got my round nose scraper. Gonna turn that down to some kind of shape. It should be pretty simple. And again, it's nothing fancy, so I'm just gonna speed it up and see what happens. And listen to a little music on the way. best part of turning anything is we get to see what this grain is going to look like. In the name of cleaning it off, we get to put some mineral spirits in there and see what's going to pop out. And I can already tell this is really cool looking. All right, here we go. That is cool. And I promise it looks better in person. That's so hard to capture on camera that way. All the little nuances inside of that, but it's pretty neat. Now the next part of this is sanding, and we're going to do the usual 200, 400, 600, and I'm going to sand vertically and horizontally all the way through, and then when we get done, clean it up again. And I'll go ahead and start to talk about the experiment that I wanted to do on some of these larger diameter projects, whether it's a handle or a big pen like this. I've started to use spray lacquer. And it was a thought I had just to see what would happen, and it turned out that it was really, really nice and really fast, and it's just a really durable, quick finish. But there's a couple kinds, and I've learned what's good and what is not. This Watco brand that you can find pretty much everywhere is horrible. It's great for large projects, it's great for furniture, but you want to use the Minwax. The reason is because it comes out like an aerosol versus a spray paint is what the Watco comes out like. So the Watco has a lot of big drops that form, and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and show how I do this. I spray it right on the lathe. A couple quick movements, turn it. The lathe doesn't seem to be bothered by it. It actually kind of protects some of the stuff. Keeps pieces from getting dirty and rusty. I did probably 5 or 6 coats of that and just letting it dry in between. It doesn't take long. That whole thing probably took 30 minutes. And then here's the other part of the experiment. I thought, man, this is really hard. I wonder if I can use micro mesh on this. Turns out you can. So I went through my whole set of micro mesh like I would for acrylics or super glue, and it polished up really, really nice. It starts at 1500 grit and goes all the way to 12,000 grit. So you don't want to push too hard. Let the pad do the work. But I'm feeling every, just making sure it's not taking the lacquer off, and it's still just really polishing that. So that's a new trick I learned. It's the first time I've done that. And I wanted to share that with everybody because it's a really quick finish, and it polishes up really, really nice. When we're done, we're going to take it inside and assemble. One of the things I wanted to talk about as I put this together is that I've had people who have issues holding a regular pen that really, really like this pen because it's big. People with Tremors or Parkinson's, Arthritis, even people with really big hands who have trouble finding a pen that they don't have to work so hard to hold. They really, really love this pen. So I wanted to make another one and show how it's done. But in the end, it's a great pen that anybody can use. It's just a big click pen, and it's really, really pretty. So that's it, and thanks for watching.